Hello and a very warm welcome. Sergio Perez on pole for the Saudi Grand Prix. Max has a drive shaft issue, and realistically, if Perez doesn't get pole, they may as well sack him. He was under pressure. Max was out of the equation. That Red Bull is so much faster than the rest. If Perez didn't get pole, then you have to question his seat because, the pressure was on, but he's delivered. Perez inherits the pole position, really. Max would have been pole by a mile. But reliability issue for the Dutchman, and that will make an exciting race tomorrow as he charges through the field. And there's guaranteed to be a safety car or something. It's Saudi Arabia, it's usually crazy. So, prediction, Max would get pole by a mile. Well, Leclerc takes a 10th place grid penalty, second race of the season, and he's already managed to find himself a 10th place grid penalty. Ferrari masterclass once again. We jump into Q1, very action-packed. Nick De Vries has a spin, 360. Alonso spin, Logan Sargent spin. How Logan Sargent didn't hit the wall, I'll never know. Lando Norris makes a huge error as he hits the wall in the last corner. So Norris got knocked out, damaged the car. Jumped into Q2 and a big shock, the biggest shock of the season, as Max has a drive shaft failure. Guaranteed pole position every day of the week and twice on a Sunday. But a reliability issue for the Dutchman. Hulkenberg once again proves why he's on the grid because he beats Magnussen. Both Alfa Romeos out, and Oscar Piastri carrying the flag for McLaren. Get in there, Oscar. Bit of positive for McLaren. Good performance by Oscar today, and he would be my star of Qually. Yeah, so let's go down the order. P1, Sergio Perez. He's basically got pole because Max wasn't there. He's under pressure, had to deliver. He's delivered, and now really he should be winning the race from there. P2 is Charles Leclerc, but he won't start P2. He will start P12 as he's got that 10 place grid penalty. So everyone's going to go up. Second will be Fernando Alonso. He's obviously going to go for it down into turn 1. Yeah, P3 will come George Russell. Yeah, again, hammers Lewis Hamilton. Fourth, Carlos Sainz. Not that great by Sainz. He should be higher up, especially with Leclerc's penalty. Fifth comes Lance Stroll. He was looking like on a decent lap, but he must have taken too much out of the tyres. Sixth will come Esteban Ocon. Seventh, Lewis Hamilton. What is that? Absolute dog shit at the highest level. Again, smashed by the male model. Awful. I don't know what is going on with Lewis Hamilton. Shocking. Eighth will come Piastri. Everyone goes up a place due to Leclerc's penalty. My star of Qually, Oscar Piastri, is second race. He's got into Q3. He's took that orange tractor up into 8th. Solid job by the Australian. Ninth will come Gasly. Yeah, he's not looking comfortable in qualifying, Gasly. 10th will come Hulkenberg. Once again, proves why he's on the grid. Beats his more experience. Magnussen should be beating Hulkenberg, given Hulkenberg's only just come back. 11th will come Guan Yu Zhou. That's not a bad effort. Beats Valtteri Bottas. Then will come Charles Leclerc after he takes his grid penalty. It's going to be interesting, isn't it? Leclerc and Max charging through the field. 13th, Kevin Magnussen. Beaten by Hulkenberg, not good enough. 14th, Valtteri Bottas. That's not good by Bottas. 15th, Max. Biggest shock of the season. Drive shaft failure in Q2. His qualifying was done. I feel really sorry for Max because he had pole position every day of the week. But I do like to see Red Bull suffer, as I don't like their team. 16th comes 1'1". Beats Nick De Vries. 17th, Alex Albon. Williams, not so good. They were good at Bahrain, but don't look that great here. 18th, Nick de Vries had a spin in Q1, beaten by 1'1". 19th, Lando Norris, driver error, 100% his fault, and he's paid the price as he qualifies 19th. Anyone can make a mistake, but yeah, when Piastri is up in 8th, you've got to question what Norris would have been able to do. 20th and last, Logan Sargent, who had an terrible qualifying to say the least. He had a spin, hit the wall. He was like overdriving, very scruffy by Logan Sargent. So there we have it, Saudi Arabia qualifying reaction. Perez on pole, Max an issue, Piastri very good. Join me tomorrow for race reaction. It's going to be interesting. I hope Alonso gets them big Spanish cojones out in turn 1 and gets past Perez. Make an interesting race. It's going to be carnage. It's going to be chaos. Loads of safety cars. Loads of action. Charles and Max coming through the field. It's going to be action-packed. Join me tomorrow for race reaction. Adios. Comment down below. We'll always reply. Perez on pole for the Saudi GP.